What's going on, everybody? This is Al from NCAA 06 Revival, and this is the first video of my new dynasty. As you should know by now from the front page of my video, I'm going to go with a Yale Dynasty. If anybody's been keeping up with me on Twitter, I've been kind of giving some progress as to kind of what I've been thinking about doing, and I was initially going to go with an academic team in Division I. That narrows it down quickly. I was actually going to go pick a Power 5 school, so that narrowed it down to Duke, Northwestern, Vanderbilt, and Stanford. Well, I wasn't going to do Duke because the last Duke dynasty I ran, I won the national title the first season, and that's a terrible team. I don't know how I done it. I just got lucky. I'm a big Tennessee fan, so I had no desire to play Vandy. Northwestern and Stanford are pretty talented in this particular game. So I just really couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to do. Then I decided, well, hey, there are plenty of Ivy League schools. We'll let this keep running. I forgot about that. But there are plenty of Ivy League schools in this game. Let me just kind of go through that list and see what's there. I narrowed it down to 3 Ivy League schools: Princeton, Harvard, and Yale. I only picked those 3 because their stadiums were bigger than a high school stadium. And then I went from strictly, what do the uniforms look like? All 3 teams are terrible, so it didn't really matter which one I was going to pick. So I looked at the uniforms. I didn't like Princeton's. I mean, me being a Tennessee guy, I love orange. And the orange and black look cool, but the problem with their helmets had like a real red tint to it. Little stuff like that just bothered me. I was like, okay, I'll just ditch them. So then it was down to Harvard and Yale. I like both uniforms. Yale has the blue and white like Penn State, but it's more like BYU, especially with the big Y on the helmet. Harvard has a unique uniform in that they almost look like the San Francisco 49ers, minus the helmet. The helmet in this game is like a crimson. With Yale and Harvard, both teams have just 2 or 3 decent players on offense, and the rest is terrible. Yale has a quarterback, a tight end, and a decent halfback. Harvard has a really good wide receiver, a really good halfback, and several juniors. There wasn't really much difference between the two, so it didn't really matter which one I picked. I'm going to go with Yale. I just like the color of the uniforms. That was my final decision. So it's going to be a lot of fun. As you can tell by this screen right here, it shows Nebraska. You can't pick a favorite team from Division I AA. So that's going to be random. Of course, this ain't going to matter for the Dynasty. I will show you the playbook here in a minute. First, let's go through our Dynasty and click New. We're going to go with, where's it at? We're going to add Yale. And what I decided to do was, we're going to click Yale. I think it's best if I just do independent. I'm going to switch out Temple. That way I can kind of make my schedule however I wish. Being a 1-star team, usually if I do an independent school, what I like to do, especially if I'm bad, if I'm a 1-star team, I will play a 1-ranked team that year. If I'm a 4-star independent team, I want to select 4 ranked teams to play against. Stuff like that. So let's go back, and now let's put in Yale. They're terrible. Oh my gosh, they're bad. I mean, they got a few decent players, but not much behind it. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I also, while I'm doing this, I've decided to put some recruiting restrictions on myself, not to make things harder, but to make things realistic. What I decided to do, and somebody made a good comment on this, so thanks for the idea, was select high awareness recruits, or go after high awareness recruits. You would think the higher the awareness, the smarter they are. Since this is an academic Ivy League school, let's pick players that are just like B+ and above. I don't have a hard rule for this, but you're not going to see any recruit coming to Yale with C or below. I'm thinking B or above. I don't know the distribution in this game. It's going to be hard to find certain ones. But for now, I'll just do like B and above and just keep it at that. Let's get this out of the way. I got to have my mullet. Young one, no. I'll do small. That looks good. begin the dynasty. Of course, this is the preseason video, so we'll go through all the preseason stuff. Recruiting, it's going to be difficult. Oh my gosh. I mean, just excluding the recruiting restriction. Where's Yale at? I don't even know where is it in Connecticut? I think it's in Connecticut. So that I'll have one recruiting pipeline, and I guarantee there's not much talent up in Connecticut. My offense is, and I'll show you this, I'm going to be running a pro-style offense, but it's very diverse. Let's just go to the playbook now to show you kind of what I'm going to do with it. I haven't set up my audibles. I need to do that later. Okay, this is the playbook. I have no need to switch out the formations throughout the dynasty like I done in UCF. I picked the most diverse amount of formations that I could find, personnel-wise, on top of formations that has just a ton of good stuff. Ace normal, you've seen me run it a ton of times. There's at least a dozen plays that are great in it. That's a 12 personnel set. Ace big tight end wide receiver, that's another 12 personnel set. Then we go to ace spread, that's my 1-4 wide set. I normal, that's a 21 personnel. Strong twins, 21. And weak tight, this is 22. I'm going to go big a few times here and there. This is my 20 personnel. Shotgun 2-back slot, gun normal. Probably, I don't know, it's just an amazing formation, just a ton of great, good and unique passing plays in it. And gun 5 wide, so pretty much every type of personnel is represented. I counted today, just passing plays alone that I feel comfortable with, I counted 53 different pass plays amongst all of that. Like I said, each one of these formations has a lot of meat in it. My run game will be simple, dive, slam, toss, maybe some counter, and that's kind of it. Just your typical pro-style running attack. Passing attack, though, oh, you're going to see it all. But again, I'm going to do a bell cow offense, more or less. I mean, I think that's just common sense. You need to give the ball to your best players. But the formations themselves will not change. The foundation of the offense will not change. So you're going to see just a ton of different things. Some formations you've never seen me run before, plays you've never seen me run before. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. I don't know what to expect from here on out. So let's go to coach options. Let's get this out of the way. I'm going to do a... And honestly, none of this really matters. Let's just do a... I thought I had just a balanced offense. Running gun, balanced run, balanced pass. Let's do West Coast. Offense, okay, that's what I was looking for. Balance. I'm going to stick with a 4-3. I just like forward and lineman better. I was thinking about doing a 3-4, but I don't think it's going to work out. Let's just do 50-50 here. Again, I'll never simulate any of these games, so I guess none of this matters, but I'm going to set it anyway. So let's just do everything 50-50. Defense, I'll do the same thing. Let's go to take the CPU assistants off. I don't want them recruiting for me. Let's go to preseason options. Custom schedule. Look how hard Temple made it on themselves. They're Miami, Virginia, Maryland, Arizona State. I need to play Harvard every year. I think that's like their big rival. I'll throw it in there somewhere. That'll be the one Division II team I'll play every year, just for tradition's sake. For now, I'm going to do, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go, gosh, I don't even know where to start. I can't change Arizona State. Okay, I guess that'll be my ranked team I'll face this year. Open, let's go to somewhere. How many home games? I'm going to do 6 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to switch out another home game here. I may do this one right here. Let's pick a Division I school up in the Northeast. Gosh, I don't know. I may not need to get picky here. Let me just go through these. They got a lot of Division I schools. Syracuse, I probably need to put them on there because they're roughly close. I probably need to... Nope, here's what I'll do. Let's go... No, they're now Division II, so I can't play them. Southern Miss. I really need to play some bad teams. Let's do SMU at home. Toledo is going to be a home. We'll do Toledo. Western Michigan, that's another home. Let's do an at Western Michigan. At Bowling Green. Let's do Ball State. Maryland. No, let's do this. Let's do here. Oh, let's go Louisiana Monroe. There. Miami, we will not play them. Army. I forgot some of the independent schools. Didn't think about that. At Clemson, can we go to Notre Dame? North Texas is really tough. Let's go Louisiana Tech. I mean, I need to at least keep this somewhat plausible, otherwise I just can't win a game. Miami University, I may stick with them. We'll do Utah State. We're going to go all over the country. I mean, Louisiana, Utah, a couple of Louisiana schools. I probably need to switch these out. Let's do this. Marshall, let's do at Marshall. Virginia, I don't want to play Virginia. Air Force, let's play Air Force. Gosh, that triple option, that'll be fun. And Navy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more home game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, shoot, it don't really matter, I guess. I kind of have them staggered, except here. Air Force, Navy, doesn't really matter. Let's just go here. Navy. Okay. That is the schedule. Let's go to red shirts. Oh, yeah, I need to play Harvard, don't I? I need to go back. Completely forgot. Let's switch out Toledo. Can I play Harvard here? No, looks like all I'm seeing. No, I might be able to. Let's go here. Nope, can't play Harvard. I may have to just see if I can wing it with one of these. Western Michigan, that looks like all Division I schools. I may have to do SMU game. No, that's all Division I schools. Nickel State, no, I may have a chance. No Harvard there. Let's try it here. Can't play Harvard there. Where are they at? What about at Harvard? Possibly. Nope, can't do it there. Army. Nope. Can't do it there. Maybe here. Get Utah State. Please let Harvard be on here. There we go. Harvard. There we go. We're going to get Harvard on the schedule. Redshirt players. I have 53 players on the roster, so needless to say, the first 3 or 4 years will be recruiting heavy. I'm going to have to really dig below the belt there and to get a bunch of 1 and 2 stars starting out. Have a senior quarterback starter, 78 overall, pretty good for Yale. I'm going to redshirt his backup, Dustin Blunt. 76-72. I'm going to redshirt Shannon Williams. For now, I'll redshirt him. I may have to play him later. We'll see. We'll leave that as is. Wide receiver. Juniors. Gosh, it doesn't really matter. A lot of these guys are going to get replaced. Tight end. Here's a sophomore. I'll redshirt. Good tight end. He can't run, though. Can he catch? 74. He can catch. So I may throw it to my... Oh, yeah, this is my impact guy. Never mind. He's not very fast, but he can catch it. 84 overall. Smart kid. Tackle, can't do it, can't do it. Center, can't do it, can't do it. There, outside linebacker, I'll fix that later. Middle linebacker, Slim Pickens. There, we'll just pick one of them. And that's it for redshirting. Now we'll go to rosters. We'll go rosters, and we will go to depth chart. 78-52, 76-48, 68-59, 59, 56, 48. 248. Let's see which one's better. Awareness is better, but he can catch a little bit. Which one's faster? Neither one. Looks like it don't really matter. We'll just stick with Travis Simmons, and he'll be our 4-man. Ooh, I got a 62 overall there. Let's do there. Oh, wow. Why they had him buried deep down the list. And we'll do Simmons. So this kid right here, Kenny Robinson's age is 62 overall, so I'm not expecting miracles. Looks like the receivers aren't going to get the ball much this year. This guy, Alex Faraday's going to get the ball a ton. I have a few tight end plays. I'm going to set him up nicely this year, as long as he stays healthy. 52-40. We got a battle here. Awareness, 62. Let's look how strong these dudes are. Oh, where are we at here? Run block. Petway is just a better blocker, so I better keep him as is. 52-40, 59-40, 59-40. Ooh, that offensive line's rough. Oh my gosh, 44-40. Now let's do Jones here. Wow, this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to stick with this dynasty until I get fired, which is quite possible that can happen. Okay. That looks good. That's okay. I got 2 decent linebackers, middle linebackers, so I've thought about playing or sneaking in some 3-4, C65 overall. And I got a good outside linebacker, so I may be running some 3-4 this year. I can't run any zone. I have no speed whatsoever, so a lot of these teams will just blow right by me. So I just got to do man, do cover 2, and just hope for the best. I can't do anything fancy. I just don't have the talent for it. 60, okay. I'm okay with all that. Let's go. Oh, we can't play him twice. Okay. Let's go here. And Carter and Cohen. And that should be, yeah. I'm not going to be running much nickel. I got a 52. He's 86 speed, so I could probably do some nickel. That's the farthest I'll go. I'll run 4-3, some 3-4, depending. I need to play both linebackers, so I'll probably need to run a lot of 3-4 and some nickel. It's pretty much what Alabama likes to do. A lot of 3-4, throw in some nickel. Safety, decent. Free safety. He's a senior, though, so hopefully he can stay healthy. And not much of strong safety. That looks okay there. Kicker, 68, not bad. Punter, ooh, not good at all. Better put our kicker here. Let him punt for us. Kick return. My best available guy I'm redshirting. Wade, I'll put him here. Robinson and McKinney. Wade, Robinson, and McKinney. Kickoff, I'm okay with that. I better put the punter here. Center, well, let's just go here. Let's do the starting center for our long snapper. Okay, let's pick our captains. Looks like my tight ends, my senior is my offensive captain, and Bryant is my captain. 76, let's switch to him. Let's do... Yes, I want to replace him. Yes. Okay, so I got 2 impact guys as my captains. Doesn't make a difference. Let's go to Athlon Sports before we finalize our recruiting. Preseason polls. Guess where we're at? My guess is we are at the very bottom. Worst team in the country, D- all around, except for special teams, which is still probably the worst in the country. I'm not going to worry about all Americans. Conference outlook, we're not even in a conference. I'm hoping once I get good in the 3 or 4 years down the road, I may get invited to a bigger conference. I don't know if an independent would get invited. We'll find out if I can make it that long before I get fired. Okay, let's go to recruiting. Now, obviously, there's not going to be 3 and 4 star kids knocking down my door. With in-season recruiting, I have no choice. I have to get at least 3-star kids. There's no 2 or 1 stars to recruit from. Apparently, I have now. This is just my guess, but I think these are Temple's pipeline states. As you can see, California is a pipeline. Now, since we're an academic school, you shouldn't have a recruiting base. I mean, those guys recruit nationally. Vandy recruits nationally. Duke does as well. I mean, because this is academic oriented, so I can kind of pick and choose which recruiting pipelines I want. But since we're up in the Northeast, I'm going to try to keep it at least somewhat close just to make things easier for recruiting points. Maryland. Maybe it's Maryland is the state I'm in. Maybe it's Maryland. Forgive me for all you Yale fans who got that wrong. So think Maryland, Michigan. I want Ohio to be a pipeline. I'm going to turn Ohio into it. I'm close enough to it. Pennsylvania is okay. I'm okay with that. Of course, like I said, I think this is Temple's pipeline state, but Pennsylvania is real close to where Yale's at. So Tennessee and Texas, that's weird. I'd love to recruit kids out of Tennessee, but that's just too far away. Texas is kind of far. Once I get better, I can start picking and choosing kids from everywhere. Okay, let's go to Pennsylvania. As you can tell, I need a little bit of everything. Just a little bit of everything. Not a whole lot, but a little bit of everything. So, what I'm going to do is recruit nothing but Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Ohio kids. For now. Those are three roughly close states that I want to turn into pipelines. And then, as the seasons go on, I can branch out and go after better players. So let's just go after a bunch of three-star kids. Quarterback, receiver. Let's see if I can at least fill up that list of 12. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to try to get one of each one of those that I have a need for. So let's start at quarterback. This kid's a 4-star, so I'm not going to worry about him. Ohio doesn't have any. Michigan has his 3-star kid. 6'2", 185, Craig Ricks. C+ awareness, can't go after him. He's not smart enough. There's the restriction. Maryland. I know that is a... Let's just go down here. Let's see if there's any teams up in the Northeast that have a quarterback. New Hampshire, 4-star, can't do it. New Jersey, A, 4-star, can't do it. New York, 3-star A. Anthony Lewis, let's go after him. Okay, now let's go to wide receiver. Let's go back to our big pipeline states. Here's a 3 C-, can't do it. This is going to be interesting. Ohio, plenty of kids, bunch of 3-stars. I'll only go after these two. Let's go after one of them. This kid's much bigger than this one, and they got everything else that's the same. B's is about as low as I'll go for awareness. Wide receiver, let's pick a tackle. Ohio has this kid right here. Got to remember that. Pennsylvania, 486.20 or 486.80. Nope, hold on. 486.55. 486.20. Let's go after this kid right here, Brandon Pitts. Unless Michigan has a decent guy here. Michigan, no, he's not smart enough. And let's just check Maryland real quick. Nope, 5-star, can't go after him. Okay, let's go after a center. Maryland, no. Michigan, no. Ohio, no. And Pennsylvania, no. So let's just keep going in the Northeast and see if we can find anybody. Virginia, that's not too far off. That's a B kid. I'm going to have to remember him if I can't find anything else. Right now, the closer the recruit is to me, the better. Just less recruiting points you have to spend. Alabama, Arkansas, Colorado. Maybe Slim Pickens. I may just have to pick that kid from earlier. Maine, Maryland. No. Looks like it's going to be Michigan. No, can't do it. Montana. Let's pick that kid from Virginia. Defensive end. Now, I'm not a big fan of getting... I may pick up 2 linebackers instead, or an extra one. So let's go defensive tackle. Let's go to Pennsylvania. 3-star C+, can't do it. Ohio. A-, 64275. Good chance it's going to be him. But we'll check Michigan and Maryland first. 420, 585. 580. This kid's much bigger, stronger. Let's go after him. Justin Smith, outside linebacker. Ohio, 3-star, A+, 469. Man, that is slow. If he was a little bit bigger, I could probably put him at defensive end down the road, so it may be worth it. Let's check Pennsylvania. No, let's just go after him. Maybe a good defensive end for me later on. Unless New York or... In Connecticut, that's where Yale's at. C+, can't do it anyway. Okay, let's just go back to that kid. Right here, Ohio, A+. Really smart kid. Just not very fast. Middle linebacker. Let's go to Maryland and Michigan. 4-star, can't do it. Michigan, we got several 3-stars, so here's probably where I need to be. Oh, gosh. Here's where I need to pick up 2 guys instead of getting that defensive end. So, needs. Yes, let's pick up 2 guys from here. Let's check Ohio real quick, make sure. Nope. And Pennsylvania. No. Okay. Let's go back to Michigan. 448. Gosh, these 2, it's identical. Let's pick up these 2 because this kid right here looks like an ideal defensive end for me down the road. Pretty strong, too. A and B. Now let's go corner. 3 corners here, but they're all not smart. Let's go to Ohio. This kid's 6 feet, 186. I'll probably go with him. Unless Pennsylvania has something better, and they don't. Let's go with Isaac Cade. That's a good name. Let's go free safety. Let's go back to Maryland. Nothing there. Michigan. 6'1". This kid looks reasonable. He's smart. Ohio, C-, can't do it. And can't do it. So let's go back to Michigan. Yes, him. Robert Pearson. That was the one I was going after. And a strong safety. Let's go Michigan. Let's go back to Maryland. Nope. 3-star B. This kid's doable. Tremaine Holmes. See if there's anything else out there. How tall was he, by the way? 6'1". That's ideal. Ohio, some A-, 4-star kids can't do it. Pennsylvania. Okay, let's just go back to Michigan. Let's go him. Okay, I got one more scholarship left. I'm targeting... Let's pick up either a halfback or a tight end. Probably need to pick up a halfback. So let's go to halfback. I'm curious to see which one's actually even halfway interested in me. C+. This is where I've seen a lot of halfbacks have really bad awareness, so maybe slim pickings. Nothing there for Michigan. Ohio. Here's a kid that's B, 5'11", 234, 3'9". Corey Stewart, more than likely I may go with him. Pennsylvania. 4'5", 360, 570. Or 360, 570. 5'11", 230. 5'10", 205. Let's pick the stronger guy, or the bigger one. Weight does matter in this game. Power runner. I can handle it. That's fine. All right, those are all 12 scholarships. And we can't see what's going to happen. We're going to have to wait till after the Arizona State game. All right, so that's the end of this video. Should be a lot of fun. Come on back. We'll take on the Sun Devils. Probably be a blowout. That's okay. Maybe I can make something out of it. And then at the tail end, we'll look at see which players are halfway interested in me. So hang tight in there. It's going to be a lot of fun. See if I can turn Yale into a national champion 5-6 years down the road. And hopefully I don't get fired somewhere in between then. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.